कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण वॉल्यूम हरे कृष्ण जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे हरे राम हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद श्री राधे गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय श्रील प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय श्रील प्रभुपाद जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमती डिवाइन ग्रेस अभयचरणारविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य बीपीटी फाउंडर आचार्य सेवियर ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की, ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की, मथुरापुरी धाम की, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की, गंगा मैया की, यमुना मैया की, भक्ति देवी की, श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, श्री श्री राधा गोविंद अष्ट सखी वृंद की, श्री श्री गौर निताय की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine. नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे मम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातः सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. It's my great pleasure to be here, trying to serve you all. And thank you for your grand welcome. Special thanks to His Grace, Dayavan Gaur Hari Prabhu, who is the leader of SVCE Shreyas. Thank you. And welcome to evening program on the topic of how to make swift progress in spiritual life. Not just progress, swift progress. Swift means what? Faster than normal speed. Not super fast also. Swift chanting. One should chant swiftly, not fast. We all have our speed of speaking. So chanting should be faster than that speed of speech, whatever speed we have. That is called swift chanting. So like that, how to make swift progress in spiritual life. So spiritual life, we understand the basics are, we are not this body, we are spirit souls. We come from Golok Vrindavan. We are Krishna's servants, but when we rebel against him, we come here. And in this world, we try to independently enjoy. But after many repeated endeavors in repeated lifetimes, a very rare, fortunate, intelligent soul comes to the understanding realization that I cannot be happy through these independent plans and endeavors. I can be happy only when I am connected to my source, roots, that is Krishna. Prabhupada's famous example of fish outside of water just can't be happy, needs to be back in the water. So then how to connect to the Lord? There are several ways: Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. But of this, Bhakti Yoga is topmost. In fact, everywhere yoga word in itself suggests that there is bhakti there. In practice of karma yoga, where fruits of one's actions are offered to the Lord, there has to be some devotion. Then only it becomes karma yoga. Similarly, in Gyan yoga also, there has to be some devotion, attachment to the Lord. Then that jnana becomes Jnana yoga. And in yoga practice also, there has to be some meditation on the Supreme. So then it becomes Dhyan yoga. And Bhakti yoga is fully Bhakti, Bhakti, Bhakti only. And it's the topmost wealth. Bhakti yoga, Bhakti yoga, Bhakti yoga dhan. Bhakti yai Krishna nama smarana krandan. In Chaitanya Bhagavad Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur says, just like Harer Nam, Harer Nam, Harer Nama Eva Kevalam. 3 times. Triple repetition. So like that here also. Bhakti yoga, Bhakti yoga, Bhakti yoga dhan. This is topmost wealth. And what is Bhakti yoga? Bhakti ai Krishna nama smarana krandan. Bhakti is chanting the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. On higher level, Bhakti ai Krishna nama smaran. Remembering Radha Krishna. Hare means Radharani, Krishna and Ram means Krishna. So 8 times remembrance of Srimati Radharani, 8 times remembrance of Krishna. That is Smaran, Krishna Smaran. Bhakti ai Krishna Nama Smarana Krandan. Ultimate platform is to cry for the divine couple, Radha Krishna. As Prabhupada explains in his album, this chanting is like a genuine cry of a child or mother. And Mother Hara connects him to the Supreme Father, Hari. So this is Krandan, crying out to Krishna. So we should chant like that. So the Bhakti Path has 9 processes, as Prahlad Maharaj points out. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnaha Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atmanivedanam Iti Pumsarpita Vishnus Bhaktische Navalakshana Kriyata Bhagavati Adha Tanamanne Aditamuttamam. Bhaktische Navalakshana. Bhakti has 9 symptoms, 9 characteristics, 9 processes, which he explains in the first sloka. Shravanam, hearing about the Lord. The perfection was in the life of Parikshit Maharaj, who heard the Lord 24/7, 24 hours in a day, like that 7 consecutive days. Because he had only 7 days left. He utilized fully. Then Kirtanam, glorifying the Lord, as was done by the speaker in that Katha of Parikshit Maharaj, who was Shukdev Goswami, the son of Vyasadeva. One thing is, Parikshit was to die in 7 days. Shukdev had no problem, but he volunteered to speak Katha 24 hours daily for 7 consecutive days. So he became Kirtanacharya. Shravanacharya is Parikshit Maharaj, Kirtanacharya is Shukdev Goswami. And Smaranacharya is Prahlad Maharaj. We all know what all calamities he went through. His father was outright demon against Vishnu. When saw his own son so devoted to the Lord, became envious of his son, tried to kill him by trampling him beneath the feet of mad elephants, by throwing him off the cliff, by putting him in fire, feeding him poison, piercing him with the trident, spears, swords, all sharp weapons. But all throughout, Prahlad never gave up remembrance of the Lord. So he's Smaranacharya. Then Pada Sevanacharya is Srimati Lakshmi Devi, Lord's consort. Though her position is on the chest of the Lord, she gets down to the lotus feet of the Lord, starts massaging the lotus feet, and thus she becomes Pada Sevanacharya. And Archanacharya is Pruthur Maharaj. Then Vandanacharya is Akrurji, who when was sent by Kamsa to get Krishna and Balram to Mathura, all throughout he offered prayers to the Lord. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam. Dasyacharya is Hanumanji. No matter what, he's always with folded palms. My dear Lord Ram, how can I serve you? Then Sakhyacharya is Arjun, who was good friend. Bhaktosi me sakacheti, rahasyam yetaduttamam. He was a good friend of Krishna. That means no envy. Idam tute guhyatamam pravakshami anasuyave. I'm telling you this confidential knowledge, Arjun, Krishna says, because you have no envy. for me. You are very devoted and very friendly to me. So he is Sakhyacharya. And then Atma Nivedanacharya is Bali Maharaj. When Vamandev came disguised as a dwarf Brahmin, asked for 3 steps of land, despite hearing from his royal priest Shukracharya that this is Vishnu disguised as a dwarf Brahmin. Still, he volunteered to give him 3 steps of land, knowing that he will lose everything in just 2 steps. He offered Bali Dan. Word comes from Bali Maharaj only. Dan we know, going to temple we give charity, donation. But Bali Dan comes from Bali Maharaj only. So these are the 9 ways of practicing bhakti. Anybody can perform any one of these 9. One can perform all 9. That was done by Ambrish Maharaj. He says, Savai mana Krishna padara vindayor vacham sivaikuntha guna nuvarnane karer harer mandira marjanadishu shrutim chakara chuta satkadode mukundalinga laya darshane drusho tadbrutya gatra sparshanga sangamam प्राणं च तत्पाद सरोज सौरभे श्रीमत्तुलस्यां रसनां तदर्पिते शिरो ऋषिकेश पदाभिवन्दने पादो हरे क्षेत्र पदानुसर्पणे कामं तु दासे न तु काम कामया यदुत्तम श्लोक जनाश्रया रतिः. In these 3 verses, it is said that how Amrish Maharaj engaged all his senses in the different varieties of services of the Lord. Mana, Sabai Mana Krishna Padaravinder. His mind was fixed on Krishna's lotus feet. Kare Harer Mandir Marjanadishu. With his hands, he was cleansing the temple hall. You all do in the morning in your voices. How many of you do? Yeah, so remember Ambrish Maharaj when you are cleansing the temple hall. He was doing that daily. You do once in a week as per the schedule. He was doing daily. Vachamsi Vaikunta Gunanu Varnane. His tongue he was using to glorify the Lord. Pado Hare Kshetra Padanu Sarpane. With his feet he was going to temple of the Lord or holy places of the Lord. Shiro Rishikesha Padabi Vandane. He was bowing down his head in front of the lotus feet of the Lord. Srimad Tulasyam Rasanam Tadarpite. He was using his tongue for testing the tulsi which was offered at the lotus feet of the Lord. Nose for smelling the fragrant flowers offered at the lotus feet of the Lord. Like that, all his limbs used in the service of the Lord. So he is the example of performing all 9 processes of devotional service. But one could do 8, one could do 7, one could do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, even 1. And success is guaranteed if one perfects in that particular process of devotional service. So now these 9, in case somebody is not clear, for that sake, Srila Rupa Goswami, he extended that, kind of fluffed it, cotton swab, fluffing it up. Like that, he did it in 64 regulative principles in the book Shri Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Srila Prabhupada gave summary study of it as the nectar of devotion, the complete science of devotional service. The nectar of devotion, the complete science of devotional service, Bhakti Yoga, devotional service. How many of you read this book? Complete book, till end. And should read. Anyway, it requires little more time. There are 52 chapters in this. It's a very powerful book. This book, as Krishna book, is written by Srila Prabhupada as a summary study to Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto. 10th canto or entire Srimad Bhagavatam is non-different from Krishna. And Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is non-different from Srimati Radharani. So NOD and Srimad Bhagavatam, Sri Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So how to practice bhakti? That Srimati Radharani knows in perfection. She only expands in the form of Bhakti Devi. We say na? Bhakti Devi ki jai. Srimati Tulsi Maharani ki jai. So Bhakti Devi is a demigoddess. Is a goddess. And that goddess is expansion of Srimati Radharani. Srimati Radharani is original Bhakti Devi, but she also expands as a Devi called Bhakti Devi. So this Bhakti is very elaborately described in this book, and through 64 regulative principles, the same 9 processes of devotional service are a little more elaborated, like Archanam, worshipping the Lord. So in that only we may think that Archanam Pujari does, and all of us they cannot participate. No, there are many other aspects also. Circumambulating the deity, the temple 3 times, 4 times. So that is also Archanam. Then accepting Charanamrit, that is also having festivals, that is also Archanam. There are many more aspects of it, that are described, 64. And in our ISKCON temple, when we attend morning program starting from 4:30 till around 9:30, automatically 41 principles happen. Like we get Charanamrit, we circumambulate, Prabhupada goes circumambulating deity, we also circumambulate then. We dance, sing, japa. So many 64 which are given, automatically 41 happen. There are some which are celebrating festival. They will be once in a while, Ram Navami once in a year and all that. And there is one special one separately put celebrating Janmashtami, which comes only once in a year. In one sense, every time we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Radha and Krishna, the divine couple, appear. So that way, Krishna Janmashtami. But there is one day in 365 days in a year, Janmashtami, we recently celebrated. So thus, 64 regulative principles are there. And now somebody may feel that 64 is too much. So for that reason, Srila Rupa Goswami has again given it in 5. That is called as Panchanga Bhakti, fivefold devotional practice. And this 5, if you do 5, or you do 4, or 3, or 2, or even 1, you can become pure devotee in this very life. In I think 2018, I met His Holiness Bhakti Rasam Maharaj. He had come, took appointment, and I had asked him some question. And I asked that Maharaj, now 18 years are over in Brahmacharya ashram. What should be my goal at this stage of my life? So Maharaj immediately said, to become pure devotee. Your goal should be to become pure devotee. Again, I asked, thinking that Maharaj cut my sentence in between. Maharaj, 18 years are over in Brahmacharya ashram. What should be my goal? Immediately he said, to become pure devotee. And I thought, okay, third time I should not ask. So I said, thank you afterwards, and I left the room. Next year, he again came. So again, I took appointment. I went in his room and said, Maharaj, last year you told me the goal of my life should be to become pure devotee. I have some idea as to how to become pure devotee, but could you please tell in your own words what exactly you mean by becoming pure devotee? What should I do? He said, Panchang Bhakti, what Rupa Goswami says. So that only you should vigorously practice, and that will make sure you will become pure devotee in this very life. So our topic is how to make swift progress in spiritual life. So this is it. 5. 5 things only you take it to your heart and do all 5 or 4 or 3 or 2 or 1 continuously. Continuously do one only, or alternately do first and second, first and second, first and, or third and fourth, or third and fourth, or first and fourth, as per your wish. Or 3 you do one after the other, or 4 you do one, or 5 you do one after other. But fill your 24 hours with these 5 activities only, and your whole life with these 5 activities. That will ensure that you become pure devotee in this very life. It's enough. This one life. Srila Prabhupada in one lecture says that all young boys and girls of America, Europe, sitting in front of him, that all of you are in your 20s. Supposing that you live up to 70 age, which is generally the case. So you have 50 more years, and this is enough. You can easily perfect your life. But you have to continuously practice bhakti, not that part-time bhakti, full-time bhakti. You are most welcome to become full-time brahmachari. We have enough space? Yeah, we have. Even if we don't have, we'll build one more floor. We'll take more land. Don't worry. So you're most welcome. If possible, become full-time brahmachari, full-time devotee. If not, at least full-time bhakti you do. Whether you are able to become full-time devotee or not, full-time bhakti you do. Then it will be sure that you will become pure devotee in this very life. So these 5 limbs, you can repeat after me. Sadhu Sangha, Nama Kirtan, Bhagavat Shravan, Mathuravaस Shri Murtira Shraddhaya Sevan. So 5 are covered in this just 2 lines or 4 lines, whatever you say. Sadhu Sangha, association of devotees. Then Nama Kirtan, chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Third, Bhagavad Shravan, studying the Srimad Bhagavatam. You can say reading, but better would be studying, going deeper. Then Mathura Vas, residing in the holy Dham of Mathura. where Krishna appears in this world. And Shri Murtira, deity, Shraddhaya Sevan, worshipping with great faith. So we'll discuss a little bit. I'll just read out about which one. So one is Sadhu Sang. This is most important. You know the famous sloka. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastre Koi, Lava Matra Sadhu Sange, Sarva Siddhi Hoy. Twice it is said. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastre Koi. All the scriptures say that associating with devotees, Lava Matra, even for a moment, association of a pure devotee, or many great devotees, their association little bit also, Sarva Siddhi Hoy. All perfection would be reached. You don't have to do anything much. So sadhu sang is very important. One devotee many years back had sent me SMS saying that uh, this is, you all know the bhakti progresses in 9 stages. Ado Shraddha. In the beginning, there is some faith carried forward from previous life. That leads to associating with devotees, sadhu sang. That leads to bhajan kriya, sadhu style, chant Hare Krishna, come to temple, take prasad, is that. So sadhu sangha, bhajan kriya, anartha nivruti, that removes the anarthas, passion, ignorance from our heart. We get situated in goodness and eventually pure goodness. That leads to nishtha, fixed, very determined practice of bhakti. That leads to ruchi, test. That leads to asakti, attachment to Krishna. That further gets into bhava, ecstatic devotional practice, and ultimately prema, pure devotional service, a loving devotional service. So in this, he was telling this Shraddha could be like initial kick in the scooter. Scooter, you all know nowadays scooter is there, scooty is there. Without kick, it starts. But scooter, you have to kick it with your leg like that, and then the engine starts, and then you can move forward. So Shraddha is like initial kick in the scooter, but the fuel in the tank is like sadhu sang. Sadhu sang is like the fuel in the tank, which is all throughout required. Scooter, you have to give a kick, then vehicle starts. Do we need to kick again? No, vehicle continues. But petrol is always required in the petrol tank. Petrol stops, ends, vehicle stops. Then kick is useless. You cannot do anything. So likewise, sadhu sang is very, very important. That's why lava matra sadhu sang. Even moments association of a sadhu leads to all advancement. So I'll just read few lines. Please hear attentively. Prabhupada's elaboration on this point of sadhu sang. Associating with advanced devotees. All devotees are important, but advanced devotees are very important because in their little association, more progress can be made. Just like bullock cart is a good vehicle for transportation. But if you have Mercedes Benz, then you can go quite fast. It will go with 70, 80, 100, 120, 130, 140 kilometer per hour. Very high speed. So, elaboration by Prabhupada. The importance of discussing Srimad Bhagavatam in the society of pure devotees was explained by Shaunak Muni during the meeting at Naimisharanya. In the presence of Suta Goswami, Suta Goswami confirmed that if someone is fortunate enough to associate with a pure devotee of the Lord, even for a moment, that particular moment is so valuable that even those pious activities which can promote one to the heavenly planets or give liberation from material miseries cannot compare to it. There are many shlokas that he says, Vaikuntha Namagrahanam, Martyanam ki Mutyashisha. What is the beginning? Shanardhon eko. Even for half the moment also it is said. If they have association of a devotee, Martyanam ki Mutyashisha. What could be a greater blessing, benediction than this? That you have association of a pure devotee, even half or half moment also. This it cannot be compared to heavenly delight or getting impersonal liberation. Nothing can it be compared to. In other words, those who are attached to Srimad Bhagavatam do not care for any kind of benefit derived from elevation to the higher planetary kingdom or for the liberation which is conceived of by the impersonalist. As such, the association of pure devotees is so transcendently valuable that no kind of material happiness can compare to it. Prabhupada disciples, you can see, they were coming from very affluent, rich families, young boys and girls of America, Europe, and they had given up the society, everything. But when they saw Prabhupada and heard from him and joined him, they became mad. Anything Prabhupada said, they were ever ready. One girl in London, she was from America, I think. She was in London ISKCON temple, full-time brahmacharini. So Prabhupada told her, called her, Mandakini Mataji, that Mandakini, you go to Russia. There is one Russian boy, Anant Shanti, Anant Shakti, Anant Shanti, I think, Anant Shanti Prabhu. So he doesn't have any association. So you go, give him association, get married to him, and both of you as couple, husband and wife, you preach in entire Russia. So she is from America who had joined full-time brahmacharini. No education, no job. Just see, girls are brahmacharinis. Why can't boys be brahmacharis? Think about it. Who are better, boys or girls? I think girls are better. If boys join brahmachari option, then boys are better. So we have to see whether in Tirupati boys are better or girls are better. So here she was, from America, who had joined in London, and then she was sent to Russia, Moscow. She went there. She got married to Anand Shanti Prabhu, Russian husband and American girl. And both of them as husband and wife, they preached in Russia very powerfully. And Russia became number 2 in expansion of Krishna consciousness in a particular country. Now currently India is number 1, number 2 is Russia. Haribo. That time America was number 1. India was less. Now India is 1 and America is gone to third number now. Third, fourth. But Russia is, because credit goes to these two. So association is very powerful. So you can see how in Prabhupada's association, all these boys and girls who had been smoking, drinking wine, taking drugs, became so pure. They became leaders of entire Krishna consciousness society to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. They were the leaders because of associating with Prabhupada, a pure devotee. In the Hari Bhakti Shuddhodaya, there is a conversation between Prahlad Maharaj and his father, Hiranyakashipu, in which Hiranyakashipu addresses Prahlad in this way: my dear son, association is very important. It acts just like a crystal stone, which will reflect anything which is put before it. A crystal stone, you have seen? If you have a red lotus in front of it, then the crystal becomes reddish, like that. Similarly, if we associate with the flower-like devotees of the Lord, and if our hearts are crystal clear, then certainly the same action will be there. Another example given in this connection is that if a man is potent and if a woman is not diseased, then by their conjugation, there will be conception. In the same way, if the recipient of spiritual knowledge and the deliverer of spiritual knowledge are sincere and bona fide, there will be good results. So both sides, man also needs to be potent, having semen, viryavan, and then wife also has to be fertile. She should not be a sterile woman, banj lady. She should be fertile. Then their combination leads to she becoming pregnant and a child is born. So similarly, powerful guru, pure devotee, and a very sincere, submissive disciple. Through their combination, bhakti will manifest in the heart of the disciple. So we need association of devotee. There are hundreds of stories of how by association people made advancement. All of you know Valmiki Maharshi. He was earlier a highway dacoit. He used to kill people and put one stone, he would loot, he would take all their property. And then he would put one stone in a huge earthen pot, man size, 5 feet, 6 feet tall. And like that, 7 earthen pots were filled up with stones. Thousands of people he had killed. But then when Narad Muni also he tried to loot, Narad Muni purified him, told him chant the name of Lord Ram. He chanted for 10,000 years, became great pure devotee, Valmiki Maharshi, who wrote Ramayana of 24,000 verses. So became very great soul. So association, Mrugari you all know, how he would half kill animals. But then by associating with Narad Muni, he became pure devotee. There are n number of examples of association. So association is very powerful. And this should be number 1 priority in our life. No matter what the case, you should be in the association of devotees. That's why we have opened these youth centers next to college only. So all of you, how many of you from SVCE? Raise your hand. And of that, how many are staying here only in the center? Are all staying? Who all are studying in SVCE but not staying in this center? Only one. Okay, so you are most welcome. I think there is room. Space is there. You can get many more friends also. We haven't required, we'll build above the terrace also. Don't worry. We'll build skyscraper building also. So get all your friends. Or if possible, we can take the hostel only. Have a talk with the director. Please give us the hostel. We'll run the show like that. Every day Mangal Aarti for all boys, compulsory. Like that. They'll all become pure devotees like that. ISKCON University, like that. SVCE ISKCON University, or ISKCON SVCE University. Collaboration, joint venture, like that. Spiritual and material life simultaneously. So it will be nice. So association, make sure that you are having association. You should stay only in the association. Now is the right time. As I said, brahmacharinis that time would be in the staying in temple 24 hours. They would attend morning program from 4:30 to 9:30. Then they would take prasad. All the brahmacharinis would sit in van, go for book distribution, dancing kirtan on the streets of America, Europe, wherever they were, and sankirtan along with that book distribution from morning 10 to evening 5. Then come back to temple, take prasad, then attend Tulsi Aarti, Nasimha Aarti, then Gaur Aarti, and then Srimad Bhagavad Gita class. And then night, take rest. And again morning, the same schedule, like that for years together. So girls could do that. How much more boys should be? Boys have more strength and all that should be used, and more freedom is there for that matter. So use it by all means, and make sure you take a lot of association. Association of Prabhupada through his books. Prabhupada said, I will never die. I will remain in my books. So if possible, daily 1 hour of Prabhupada book reading. More the better. 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. Better. But if not, at least 1 hour daily. Saturday, Sunday, holiday. Read more if possible. That, and then apart from that, morning class in here center, or if you are coming to temple, in the temple, somewhere, attend the morning class. And if possible, preach also. Give your association to others also. Or some great souls are there, take their association, ask them questions, how to advance, etc. So that is first, association. And this is the most important. Because all other now 4 we'll discuss, we'll see how they make sense, or they become meaningful, or they become powerful with this one. So that is, this is association. First, sadhu sang. Second is nama kirtan, chanting the holy name of the Lord. So this is very powerful. Of the 9 processes of devotional service, foundational are Shravanam and Kirtanam. And in these 2 also, ultimately Kirtanam only, chanting the holy name. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says to Sanatana Goswami that one doesn't get Krishna by any other means than bhajan, by practice. Then he says, Bhajanera madhya sarvasreshta navavidha bhakti, Krishna prema Krishna dite dhare mahashakti. Of all the different spiritual practices, topmost are the 9 processes of devotional service, which we discussed earlier, Shravanam, Kirtanam, etc. And each one of these 9 processes have 2 powers. Krishna prema, Krishna dite dhare mahashakti. Mahashakti, great powers. What? Any one of these 9 processes will award you Krishna prem, love for Krishna. Every morning we say, no? It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must carefully guard against all these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success. Krishna prema. So what is this Krishna prema? Krishna prema means 3 things only. Nameruchi, Vaishnava seva, Jivdaya. Having relish, taste for chanting the holy name, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Second, serving Vaishnavas. And third, being compassionate to Jivas and giving them Krishna through prasad, through books, through some preaching, some way you give them Krishna. So this Krishna prem you will get if you practice 9 processes of devotional service. That is one power. Second is Krishna himself. Krishna also you will get. You will get Krishna prem, and then you will get Krishna also. So these are the 2 powers of any one of these 9 processes. Next, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Tara madhe sarvasreshta nama sankirtan niraparadha nama laile pape premadhan. In these 9 also, topmost is chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And Niraparada Namalele. One should chant inoffensively, without offenses. Then Pabe Premadhan. Then one achieves Krishna Prem Dhan, the wealth of love for Krishna. So this chanting is the most important. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Namaiva Kevalam, Kalau Nasteva Nasteva, Nasteva Gatiranyatha. In Kali Yuga, there is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way than to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the Hare chanting of the holy name, chanting of the holy name, chanting of the. That's it. So one should ideally chant 24 hours. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha drudavrataha namasyantascha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate. Satatam kirtayanto. Chant 24 hours. Trunadapi shunichena tarorapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sada harihi. One should be humbler than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree, should always offer respect to others and not expect any respect in return. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. 24 hours. Kirtaniya sada harihi. 24 hours one should chant. Prabhupada, when he went to West America, and there were some early followers, they were doing kirtan, they were chanting. They asked Swamiji, how many rounds you expect us to chant daily? Prabhupada said, 64 rounds to all the young boys and girls. Huh? What? Every day you should chant 64 rounds. They were shocked. So Swamiji, it will take 8 hours around. Give some concession. They were direct. Concession only. So Prabhupada said, okay, 32 rounds daily. They said, no, no, Swamiji, that also will take 3.5, 4 hours. More concession. Prabhupada said 16 minimum, nothing less. Minimum. That's how 16 became the standard. But actual standard is 64 minimum. 16 granthis one should chant. One granthi is of 4 rounds. Like that, 16 granthis to be chanted daily. Scriptural recommendation. So, see, you should chant that much. So, chanting is most powerful method. Anybody, anytime, anywhere. That is chanting. Anybody can chant. Kid also can chant. Small boy, girl. Even for that matter, dog can also chant. If only he can chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. You know some dog, train the dog in chanting the holy name of the Lord. Parrot you can teach to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So all can chant. Anybody, anytime we can chant. In the midnight we can chant. In the afternoon you can chant. Evening you can chant. Night time you can chant. But complete your 16 rounds preferably in the Brahma Muhurta period. Preferably before 10 a.m. And anywhere you can chant. You can toilet also you can chant. You can chant on the top of Eiffel Tower also. At the bottom of Taj Mahal also. By the side of Gateway of India also. Inside the ocean, in the sky, underground, wherever you are, you can chant. Anybody, anytime, anywhere. That is chanting. So here Prabhupada what he says, I'll just read out. The importance of chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare is very strongly stressed in the second canto, first chapter, verse 11 of Srimad Bhagavatam in the following way. Shukdev Goswami tells Maharaj Parikshit, quote, my dear king, if one is spontaneously attached to the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it is to be understood that he has attained the highest perfectional stage. Unquote. It is specifically mentioned that the karmis who are aspiring after the fruitive results of their activities, the salvationists who are aspiring to become one with the Supreme Person, and the yogis who are aspiring after mystic perfections can achieve the results of all perfectional stages simply by chanting the Mahamantra. Shukdev uses the word nirnitam, which means it has already been decided. He was a liberated soul and therefore could not accept anything which was not conclusive. So Shukdev Goswami especially stresses that it has already been concluded that one who has come to the stage of chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra with determination and steadiness must be considered to have already passed the trials of fruitive activities, mental speculation, and mystic yoga. The same theme is confirmed in Adi Puran by Krishna. While addressing Arjun, he says, quote, anyone who is engaged in chanting my transcendental name must be considered to be always associating with me. And I may tell you frankly that for such a devotee, I become easily purchased. Unquote. In the Padma Puran, also it is stated, the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is present only on the lips of a person who has for many births worshipped Vasudeva. So sometimes it is said 100 births, some places it is said 1000 births. 1000 births who has worshipped Lord Vasudeva, Krishna. Such a person will have holy name always on his tongue. 24 hours he'll keep chanting naturally. It is further said in the Padma Puran, there is no difference between the holy name of the Lord and the Lord himself. Abhinnatvam nama namino. Person and name are different. But it is not the case with Krishna. Krishna name and Krishna person are same. Abhinnatvam, no difference. As such, the holy name is as perfect as the Lord himself in fullness, purity, and eternity. The holy name is not a material sound vibration, nor has it any material contamination. The holy name cannot therefore be chanted offenselessly by one who has failed to purify his senses. In other words, materialistic senses cannot properly chant the holy names of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. But by adopting this chanting process, one is given a chance to actually purify himself so that he may very soon chant offenselessly. We keep chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra with all the problems unearth us. But as we keep chanting, one day we will be able to chant offenselessly. Currently, we are chanting offensively, but keep chanting, you will chant offenselessly. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has recommended that everyone chant the Hare Krishna mantra just to cleanse the dust from the heart. Cheto darpana marjanam. Our heart is compared to a mirror which is covered with the dust of lust, pride, greed, envy, anger, illusion. So when the dust is covering the mirror, we can't see our face. So we have to clean the mirror. Like that, we have to clean the mirror of our heart by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Then the heart will be very clean. We can see ourselves as soul. Otherwise, generally we see ourselves as body. But we are not body, we are spirit, soul. If the dust of the heart is cleansed away, then one can actually understand the importance of the holy name. For persons who are not inclined to clean the dust from their hearts and who want to keep things as they are, it is not possible to derive the transcendental result of chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. One should therefore be encouraged to develop his service attitude toward the Lord because this will help him to chant without any offense. And so, under the guidance of his spiritual master, the disciple is trained to render service and at the same time chant Hare Krishna mantra. As soon as one develops his spontaneous service attitude, he can immediately understand the transcendental nature of the holy names of the Mahamantra. So chanting is very, very powerful. All the scriptures recommend chanting only. Hari sarvatra giyate, adi madhye ante cha, Hari sarvatra giyate. Even in all the Vedic literature also, yagyas and all that, in the beginning, of middle, end, holy name of the Lord only will come. And it is very sweet, as sweet as Krishna himself. You'll forget amras, mango juice, if you chant offenselessly. It's very nectarian. Okay, that is about chanting. So Nama Sadhu Sang, Nama Kirtan, Bhagavat Shravan. Studying Srimad Bhagavatam. That is the third one. This is also recommended in so many places in Bhagavatam itself. It is said, Shrunatam Swakata Krishna, Punya Shravana Kirtana, Hridayantastu Bhadrani, Vidunoti Suhrutsatam. When one hears the message of the Lord from pure devotees, Shrunatam Swakata Krishna, Punya Shravana Kirtana, it is virtuous in itself when properly heard. Vidunoti Suhrutsatam. Krishna cleanses the heart. Krishna, through Krishna Katha, enters our heart, through our ears, enters our heart and cleanses our heart personally because he is a good friend of devotees. Suhrut Satam. Suhrut means heart to heart friend. Satam means of devotees. So thus, the Harikatha should be heard. More and more Harikatha should be heard. Similarly, it is said that Shrunvata Shraddhaya Nityam Grunatascha Swacheshtitam Kalena Nati Dirghena Bhagavan Vishate Rudi. Shrunatam Swakatha Krishna. When we hear the message of Krishna, Harikatha, we hear through our ears. Shrunata Swakatha Krishna. Shrunata Shraddhaya Nityam. One should hear with faith. Nityam, always one should hear. Grunatascha Swacheshtitam. With little endeavor one should hear. One may have to walk from his place of residence to where a temple is or youth center is. One may make notes. Some endeavor has to be there. More endeavor one puts. So that is very pleasing. Kalena na ati dirgena. In time. Na ati dirgena. Not in long time. Very soon. Bhagavan Vishate Rudhi. Lord will enter your heart. How many of you want Lord to enter your heart? Yes. As such, Paramatma is there. Is expansion of Krishna. He is there. That's how you are there. Otherwise, we are dead. If Paramatma leaves our body will be dead. So Paramatma is there, but Krishna enters through the medium of Krishna Katha. That's why by all means one should hear Katha. So I'll just read out from here. Srimad Bhagavatam is the desire tree of Vedic wisdom. Veda itself means the aggregate of knowledge. And whatever knowledge is required for human society is perfectly presented in Srimad Bhagavatam. There are different branches of knowledge in the Vedic writings, including sociology, politics, medicine, and military art. All these and other branches of knowledge are perfectly described in the Vedas. Bhagavatam has A to Z. A means Ayurveda, B means what? Biology, C means chemistry. Everything is there. There is creation there. The embryology is there. How the child develops in the womb of the lady. From first night till ninth month, delivery. After that also whole life. After death, how the soul travels, where he travels, for what reason he is punished, for what sin. All details, everything A to Z is there in Shrimad Bhagavatam. So, as far as spiritual knowledge is concerned, that is also perfectly described there. And Srimad Bhagavatam is considered to be the ripened fruit of this desire fulfilling tree of the Vedas. A tree is honored by the production of its fruit. For example, a mango tree is considered very valuable because it produces the king of all fruits, the mango. When the mango fruit becomes ripened, it is the greatest gift of that tree. And Srimad Bhagavatam is similarly held to be the ripened fruit of the Vedic tree. All the Vedas are explained to be like tree, and the ripened fruit of that Vedic tree is Srimad Bhagavatam. That is told in third verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. Nigamakalpataror galitam phalam shukamukadamrutadrava yutam pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam muhurahorasika bhuvi bhavukaha. The third verse of Bhagavatam says that. Same, we already described. Shukdev Goswami is compared to parrot. A fruit, when tested by parrot, surely it is sweet. So similarly, Srimad Bhagavatam is tested by Shukdev Goswami first. Parrot. Shuka means parrot. So thus it has become, it was already sweet. Now by Shukdev Goswami's recitation, it has become the sweetest. Nothing like Srimad Bhagavatam. And as ripened fruit becomes more relishable when first touched by the beak of a parrot or Shuka, Srimad Bhagavatam has become more relishable by being delivered through the transcendental mouth of Shukdev Goswami. Srimad Bhagavatam should be received in disciplic succession without any breakage. How many paramparas are there? 4. So Brahma, Rudra, Shri, and Kumar. We come in Brahma Madhva Sampradaya, Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. So in this only Bhagavatam should be heard in 4 paramparas, not outside. There are many professional reciters of Bhagavatam. In North India, particularly if you go, Naimisharanya, Ayodhya, so many Bhagavad, Vrindavan, so many Bhagavad Saptas go on. Many sadhus give. But because they don't come in parampara, the potency is not there. Potency is there. Just like your teachers from your college, they have power in their teaching. Now somebody may know the subject very nicely, but he is not teacher and he is trying to teach. But then that will not give you degree. You have to study from authorized college, authorized books, and authorized teachers. So authorized college is Sampradaya. Authorized books are the scriptures, and authorized teachers are the Sampradaya Acharyas and Gurus. All three have to be there. Srimad Bhagavatam should be received in disciplic succession without any breakage. When the ripened fruit comes from the upper part of the tree onto the ground by the process of being handed down from a higher branch to a lower branch by persons in the tree, the fruit does not break. Srimad Bhagavatam, when received in the parampara system or disciplic succession, will likewise remain unbroken. It is stated in Bhagavad Gita that the disciplic succession or parampara is the way of receiving transcendental knowledge. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo viduhu. So in this way, in disciplic succession of saintly kings, Rajarishis, this knowledge was handed down, Krishna says. So disciplic succession is most important. It's unbroken chain of disciplic succession. Without any breakage, knowledge is passed on as it is. It is stated in Bhagavad Gita that the disciplic succession of parampara is the way of receiving transcendental knowledge. Such knowledge must come down through the disciplic succession, through authorized persons who know the real purpose of the Shastra. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommended that one learn Srimad Bhagavatam from the mouth of the self-realized person called Bhagavatam. In Bhagavatam only, Prabhupada says there are 2 types of Bhagavat. One is Grantha Bhagavat. book Bhagavad. You have to read it. And other is person Bhagavad or Vyakti Bhagavad. One who follows Srimad Bhagavatam 100%. Such a person is called as Vyakti Bhagavad or person Bhagavad. So one should hear Grantha Bhagavad from the lips of a person Bhagavad. Bhagavata Podogiya Bhagavata Sthane. Here Grantha Srimad Bhagavatam from a person Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavata Podogiya study Srimad Bhagavatam Bhagavata Sthane by taking shelter of a person Bhagavat. Bhagavatam means in relationship with the personality of Godhead, Bhagavan. Why Srimad Bhagavatam? Because it is about Bhagavan. So Bhagavat. So the devotee is sometimes called Bhagavatam, and a book which is in the relationship with devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead is also called Bhagavatam. So both are Bhagavatam, book Bhagavat and devotee Bhagavat, person Bhagavat. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommended that in order to relish the real taste of Srimad Bhagavatam, one should take instruction from the person Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is relishable even by a liberated person. Atma Ramascha Munayo Nirgrantha Piurukrame Kurvantya Hetu Kim Bhaktim Ittam Bhuta Guno Harihi. This is given in Bhagavatam itself, 7th chapter of 1st canto. That Atma Ramascha Munayo, even those who are liberated souls, this is in 2nd chapter. Even liberated souls who are not attracted to anything which is worldly, even they are attracted to Krishna. See, they are not attracted to anything material, but they are attracted also to Krishna. Krishna is Sarva Akarshak. Karshati iti Krishna. All attractive. So Krishna attracts even those who are not attracted anything of this world. How many of us get attracted to mobile? We all. We get attracted to laptop. We get attracted to member of opposite sex. We get attracted to malls. We get attracted to hotels and what not. Houses, cars, bungalows, degrees, universities, all that. But those who are not attracted to anything material, even they get attracted to Krishna. That is Krishna's unique characteristic. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommended that in order to relish the real taste of Srimad Bhagavatam, one should take instruction from the person Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is relishable even by a liberated person. Shukdev Goswami admitted that although he was liberated from within the very womb of his mother, it was only after relishing Srimad Bhagavatam that he became a great devotee. Thus, one who is desirous of advancing in Krishna consciousness should relish the purport of Srimad Bhagavatam to the discussions of authorized devotees. So, Srila Prabhupada has translated Bhagavatam. I don't know where your library is. You might have seen there maybe. 12 cantos in 18 volumes. Very beautiful, nice pictures. Word-to-word meaning, translation, purport. In purport, he has quoted the commentaries of Vishwanath Thakur, Baldev Vidyabhushan, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Viraragava Acharya, Sridhar Swami. So many powerful, brilliant, devoted, pure devotees, acharyas. So we have the best with us. So we should study Srimad Bhagavatam daily. In Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd canto, 1st chapter, verse 9, Shukdev Goswami admits that although he was very much attracted to the impersonal Brahman, when he heard the transcendental pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead from the mouth of his father, Vyasdev, he became more attracted to Srimad Bhagavatam. The idea is that Vyasdev was also a self-realized soul, and his mature contribution of transcendental knowledge was delivered directly to Shukdev Goswami in the manner indicated. So this Bhagavatam we should study daily. Even if you don't have your own Bhagavatam, you can those who are staying in youth center, it's very easy. Just take out the book and read. Daily we should read. Morning class should be based on Bhagavatam, or it should be quoted from Bhagavatam. So thus this is important. So Sadhu Sang, associating with advanced devotees, Nam Kirtan, chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, minimum 16 rounds, and daily studying Srimad Bhagavatam, reading it or hearing from great souls for 1 hour at least. So these are the three. Then next is Mathura Vas, living in Mathura Dham. Mathura is holiest abode of the Lord. It is said that whole creation is into two forms. There are two things. One is material world and other is spiritual world. Spiritual world is 3/4 of the creation, 75%. And material world is 25%, 1/4, Ekapada Vibhuti. So in the material world also, the topmost holy place is considered to be Mathura Mandal, because Krishna appears over here. There are many places, many of you know in the world. New York is very famous, London is famous, Perth is famous, Sydney is famous, Tokyo is famous. In India, whatever, Delhi is famous, something like that. But in spiritual circle, the topmost, most famous place is Mathura Mandal, Chaurasi Cross, 168 kilometers area. So I'll read about it. In the Padma Puran, there is a statement about the importance of living at holy places like Mathura or Dwarka. It is stated there, quote, to travel to different places of pilgrimage means to attain emancipation from material bondage. When we travel, no, you go to Ayodhya, you go to Tirupati. And Tirupati, we have Tirupati, but like going to Tirumala Hill and taking darshan of Balaji. So like that, or there may be path also. Dham Parikrama is also there. Here we don't have so much. In Vrindavan Parikrama is there. Govardhan Hill is there. Govardhan Parikrama is there of 21 kilometers around. Longer is 28 kilometers. And whole Vrajamandal is Chaurasi Cross. That is 168 kilometer. You can go around. And that stops your repetition of birth and death. You go around the holy place. You are going round and round in the material world will be stopped. All rounds we are taking now. 84 lakh species of life. That will stop. That's the power of going to holy places. This emancipation, however, is not the highest perfectional stage. After attaining this liberated stage, one has to become engaged in devotional service to the Lord. After attainment of the Brahma Bhut liberation stage, one can further advance to engagement in devotional service. So, this attainment of transcendental loving devotional service to the Lord is the goal of life. And it can be achieved very easily for one who lives in Mathura Mandal, even for a few seconds. If you know Jagannath Puri, the Dham Mahatmya is anybody who lies down on the ground of Jagannath Puri, it is equivalent to he paying obeisances to the Lord. Just night everybody will sleep unavoidably. So that they 6 hours they sleep, they get benefit of 6 hours of paying obeisances to the Lord. Amazing. Every step you walk there is compared to visiting a holy place. So very powerful place. Very, very powerful. And demigods from the top, when they see the residents of Jagannath Puri, they see them as four-handed personalities. Chaturbhuj Roop. They don't see two-handed like that. So that is Jagannath Puri. What to speak of Mathura, which is the topmost holy place. It is further said, who is that person who will not agree to worship the land of Mathura? Mathura can deliver all the desires and ambitions of the fruity workers and of the salvationists who desire to become one with the Supreme Brahman. Certainly, Mathura will deliver the desires of the devotees who simply aspire to be engaged in the devotional service of the Lord. In the Vedic literature, it is also stated how wonderful it is that simply by residing in Mathura, even for one day, one can achieve a transcendental loving attitude toward the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This land of Mathura must be more glorious than Vaikuntha Dham, the kingdom of God. So Vaikuntha Dham is there, but far superior to Vaikuntha Dham is Lord's own abode, Mathura Mandal, Mathura. So one should reside over there. So now we may say, Arey, what should I do? Should we give up to you now? Just united us to youth center, and we are saying now let us go to Mathura. No, if possible, once in a year, especially during Kartik month, which is auspicious month, one can go to Holy Dham like Mathura, stay there for 4 5 days, 10 15 days, and then one can return here and carry Mathura in your heart from Mathura to here. We have t-shirts saying, I lost my heart in Vrindavan. So like that, when you go to Mathura, Vrindavan, should forget. Your heart should remain there and you should come back or bring the Mathura in your heart and distribute in Tirupati. Make Tirupati Vrindavan Dham like that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was like that. Any hill he saw, he would be reminded of Govardhan. Any river he saw, he would be reminded of Yamuna. And any forest he saw, he would be reminded of Shri Vrindavan Dham. Like that. When I saw your that what you call Sheshadri, then I was thinking, wow, Govardhan, like that. So we can always be in Vrindavan consciousness. So either physically reside over there with your gross body, or in your subtle body, always remember Mathura Dham. There are so many holy places in Mathura, in whole Vrajamandal. There are songs also. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavana, Sri Govinda Gopi Natha, Madana Mohana. Three special deities, top deities are Govinda, Gopinath, Madan Mohan. Shama Kunda, Radha Kunda, Giri Govardhana, Kalindi Yamuna, Jaya Jaya Mahavana. Shama Kund, Krishna's bathing pond. Radha Kund, Radharani's bathing pond. Govardhan, Krishna left it for 7 continuous days and nights. Giri Govardhan, Kalindi, the daughter of Kalin the king. That is Yamuna. Yamuna Jayam, Mahavan, 12 forest. Bhadravan, Belvan, Bhandirvan, Lohavan, Mahavan. And Madhuvan, Talvan, Kumudvan, Bahulavan, Kamyavan, Khadirvan, and Vrindavan. 12 forests. 5 forests on the eastern bank of Yamuna, 7 forests on the western bank of Yamuna. 5 plus 7, 12. Dwadasha Kanan. केशिघाट वंशीवट द्वादश कानन जहाँ सब लीला कोइलो श्रीनंद नंदन. So Ishighat, Vamshivat, so many places. So one should lose his heart in Vrindavan. One should visit Vrindavan, hear from pure devotees. The whole dham gets revealed, and one will lose his heart in Vrindavan, or carry Vrindavan in your heart and bring it to Pune, Bombay, Hyderabad, Bangalore, wherever you are, and distribute to everyone. So this is fourth, Mathura Vas. Then Sri Murtira Shraddhya Sevan, worshipping the deity of the Lord with great devotion and great faith. That is the fifth one. So Prabhupada, so the deity is not some stone. One should see the deity, those who have eyes anointed with salve of love, pulp of love, they see their Lord everywhere. He says, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santas Sadaiva Rudayeshu Vilokayanti Yam Shama Sundaram Achintya Gunaswarupam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. I worship the primeval Lord, Lord Krishna, Govinda. The Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilan, those pure devotees whose eyes are anointed with the salve of love, they see the Lord continuously in their heart as Shama Sundar, black, beautiful Lord, standing in threefold bending form. Yam Shama Sundaram Achinta Guna Swarupam. So very beautiful. So that Lord only has one manifestation in the form of literature, Ishimad Bhagavatam. In the form of a form, deity form, is the deity, Archa Vigraha. They are non-different from the Lord. There are many, just like post box. Nowadays, I doubt what it is. The post boxes are there. You know, post box, red box. You put your letter there, and then it goes to the person recipient. Nowadays, we have email and WhatsApp. Here you type, cut. People there, here, all across the world, we can have fastest communication. So post box, I don't know whether it is active or not. But earlier we used to have post box in our childhood and all. So write letter to uncle, aunt, something like that. Put it in that box, and then postman would come, he would take collect. Then in 3-4 days, they would get it in their place. So just like that post box is authorized box, authorized by the post government, and then our letter gets delivered. Similarly, our devotion to the Lord is accepted through the deity form. The deities are made up of 8 elements. They could be of paint, they could be of stone, they could be of wood, of soil, like that, jewels, different materials are used, metal, etc. But they are authorized. They are not just stones or statues. Statues are different. Many politicians' statues are there. Gandhi Chowk. So there Mahatma Gandhi's statue will be there. Or Sardar Patel Chowk. Or some chowk like that. Indira Gandhi Chowk. A square. Indira Gandhi is. So that is different. That is uncared for in one sense. Nobody cares. All throughout, once in a year when that man's birthday is there, that time the municipality people come with the broom and just spread it. All the birds droppings are there, that is cleared off. One abhishek is given once in a year only. Like that, some garland is put, and then some politicians come and salute, speak something, and then go away. And next 364 days, birds are only doing abhishek. Of birds dropping. So that is not how deities are. Deities you can see in our temple, Shri Shri Radha Govind and Ashtasakhi. How beautiful they are cared for very nicely. So many pujaris are there, 10, 15, 20. They are full time dedicated. And such nice gorgeous dressing, dresses, ornaments, flower garlands, flower decorations, the altar, and feasts cooked for the Lord, Tappan Bhog, what not. 6 times offerings we have, 6 times arti we have. Lord wears twice a dress, morning royal dress, evening night dress, and everything is high class, beyond imagination of anyone, like that. So this is how the deity should be loved and served, like that. So that is called Sri Murtira Shraddha Sevan. Here it is said in Adi Puran, a person who is constantly engaged in chanting the holy name and who feels transcendental pleasure being engaged in devotional service is certainly awarded the facilities of devotional service and is never given just mukti, liberation. Mukti means liberation from material contamination. When liberated, one does not have to take birth again in the material world. The impersonalists desire to merge into the spiritual existence, to end their individual existence. But according to Srimad Bhagavatam, Mukti is only the beginning of one's becoming situated in his normal condition. Mukti hitva anyatha rupam swarupena vyavastiti. You give up all your consideration and identification. Anyatha rupam hitva. Give it up. Swarupena vyavastiti. Get situated in your constitutional position. Jivera Swarupa hai Krishnera Nitya Das. I'm eternally Krishna's servant. So serve Krishna. So one of the best ways of serving is serving deities. You can dress the deities, you can bathe the deities, you can put ornaments, you can put clothes, you can power garlands, and you can wave chamar, vyajan, arti, bhoga offering. So many ways are there. The normal condition of every living entity is being engaged in the devotional service of the Lord. From the statement of the Adi Puran, it appears that a devotee is satisfied simply with being engaged in devotional service. He does not aspire for any liberation from material conditional life. In other words, anyone who is engaged in devotional service is not in the material condition of life, although he may appear so. Not much is given, but basically, deity worship is very important. Once impersonal tendencies will go away. Lord is a person, will be very much reinforced in the heart of a devotee. Prabhupada purposefully established so many deities all over the world. In London, downtown London, he established Radha Gokulanand, and then in New York, in Los Angeles, in Montreal, in Perth, Sydney, so many places, so that people can worship the Lord. Some people say Lord is everywhere. Why do you why do you offer bhoga to the Lord here? So Prabhupada once said, if Lord is everywhere, is he not in the deity form? He is very much there in deity form. And Lord is everywhere. So how will you offer arti, bhoga? Which direction? You'll fall down also. Like your head will start reeling. So here it is most tangible, very easy. And Lord is just like an electrical engineer, electrician. He can put the same electricity into a heater, geyser, and make water hot, boiling hot. And he can put the same electricity in a refrigerator and make the water ice cold water. Electricity is the same, but according to the expertise of the electrician, he can have the effect of very hot item or very cold item. So similarly, though the deity is made up of stone, soil, wood, etc., material element, but Lord enters and thus it becomes spiritual. It becomes spiritual. Just like you all have seen copper wire and all that. It's very nice, smooth copper wire. But now imagine current is passed through that copper wire and you touch it. How will you get? You may not remain to tell others how it was. So wire is the same, but when current flows, then it is different. Similarly, iron rod, you touch, okay, fine, cold. But if it is put in the fire for 20, 30 hours, it becomes red hot, white hot, yellow hot, colors change, isn't it? And then it acts like What are the offenses? One should not touch the DT in the darkness. There should be light. Before entering the DT room, one should knock the door. Just like important person, CEO of cognizant companies, you cannot directly enter inside. You have to knock the door. Say, may I come in, sir? It says yes, then only come in. Like that. So the offenses are described. So just know them and follow them. Means avoid the offenses, and that's it. And even those who are completely new chanting one round, they may not be able to do DT worship, but they can bring flowers like that, and they can buy fruits and give it and offer to the Lord. They can just come and dance in front of the deities. So many ways are there. Everybody can worship the deities. It is said when the pujari is worshipping the deity in Mangalati and other times, just by watching that pujari offering each and every item, you get the same benefit as offering that item, all those items to the Lord. You are doing nothing, you are only watching him with great devotion. So you get the same benefit. He's offering, you are only watching, but you get the same benefit. As well find in India, when Aarti starts, people gather in hundreds and thousands. And entire Aarti they attend. Only when the last conch is blown, then they leave. So somehow they know in parampara and all that, traditionally, that Aarti should be attended. Yes, any other? Hare Krishna. Because it's very easy, no? Our tongue can chant all the time, anywhere, anytime, as I already said. It's very easy. What could have been better than or easier than this? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only says, Mora archa murti mata tumi se dharani, jiva rupa tumi mata namera janani. When his mother Sachi Mata came to know that soon her son would take sannyas, she was shocked and she said, Son, how can you leave me? Your father left body long before. Then your elder brother Vishwarup took sannyas. I am living only for you. You are my whole and soul. You have young, beautiful wife, chaste wife, Vishnu Priya, and I am your widowed mother. How can you give us up? What is the need of sannyas? As a grahastha, you can practice bhakti at home. You are already doing with Advaita Acharya, Srivas Thakur, Nityam Prabhu. You are going in the all the dvipas, islands of Navadvip. What need is there, oh Lord, my dear son? So that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Oh mother, don't think our relationship can be broken by anything like this. That means he's making it clear he will take sannyas anyway. But even if I take, don't think that our relationship will be ever broken. When I came, look here, don't look at the camera. Hare Krishna. Here. Otherwise, you will become technician. You look at me, you will become speaker of Bhagavad Gita. So he says that when I appeared as Lord Ramchandra, you were my mother Kausalya. When I appeared as Krishna, you were my mother Devaki. When I appeared as Kapila, Lord Kapila, you were my mother Devavati. When I appeared as Lord Vamandev, you were my mother Aditi. When I appear, two more births will be there for Sankirtan moment. One is in the form of Archa Vigraha, DT form. And that time you will be my mother in the form of earth, Dharani. From soil only the deity is made. And when I appear as the holy name, you are my mother in the form of the tongue. Jiva Rupa Tumi Mata Namera Janani. You are my mother in the form of tongue. So tongue, anytime, that's what I said, na? Anytime you can. Now for me to use ears also, somebody has to speak katana. Then I can hear. Isn't it? But tongue, I can only keep chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Night I get up suddenly at 12 o'clock for whatever reason. So if I have to read something, Bhagavatam, I have to switch on light, others will be disturbed. But I can chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. I cannot do deity worship in the midnight. Lord is sleeping. Who will you worship? And if you go and start worshipping, that will become Seva Aparad. That is not allowed. So holy name is the easiest. That's why it is topmost. Yes. Next question. Yes.
and is Lord Krishna appeared in the society like what Hindu Muslim Krishna, Hindu Krishna. So they are worshipping from last past. They are believing that God is the form of Krishna, God is somewhat God. So my question, why I ask?
No, what your Hindu and all was not there. 1000 years back, Hindus were not there. When Mughals came to attack India, they were on that side of river Sindhu. They cannot pronounce Sindhu, so it became Hindu. 1000 years back, this started. We are not Hindus. We are followers of Sanatan Dharma. That is different.
Society is created like Allah started is a Muslim, but he is worshipping Krishna, right? As a Muslim, he recognizes Krishna as so like
He is Lord Brahma. First understand. He is the first Brahman in the creation. In any universe, the first person is Brahma, the creator, the first engineer. So our Brahma, 5000 years back when Krishna's pastimes are happening, when he came to know Krishna killed Aghasur and Krishna is only 5 years old, he was surprised, how can Krishna kill? So then this child kill such a big demon. So then he tested Krishna by stealing away Krishna's cows and cowherd boyfriends. Then that time Krishna only expanded in the form of all the cowherd boys and cows. After 1 year, when Brahma understood that, he felt very bad. Then he prayed to the Lord after performing austerities, give me a very low class birth so that nobody will give any praise to me. And as a result, in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela, he appears in a Muslim family where nobody is externally recognizing him, giving respect to him. So first know the background thoroughly. And don't get stuck in this Hindu, Muslim, Christian. This is all on bodily platform. This is man-made. God has not made Hindu, Muslim, Christian. Yes. Any other question? Hare Krishna.
so let's say we commit offenses going there. And also we may be atheist or
Atheist.
Envious.
Envious.
or jealous of our secret, curious, or other more.
Krishna. We're originally envious of Krishna.
Private by our mind will drive our so and main question so how can we develop strong faith that something is going to happen after some time when I'm going disaster, so how can we develop that much faith?
What is going to happen?
So after something I'm sure going to get the idea like that, so how I can fix my mind.
Now also we are getting a feast prasadam. How many of you like Krishna prasadam? Raise your hand.
Yeah.
We are enjoying now also. Dancing. How many of you like dancing? How many of you like singing? How many of you like going to holy places? So everything is relative. What is the problem? What is the difficulty?
I'm seeing in different mode like the human lizard. When I will see
These are
animals and robots like this.
no problem. At least human beings you preach. Animals we'll see later. There are 84 crore, 800 crore human population. You preach to them, then we will give you the service of preaching to animals. No need to worry. Slowly, slowly, vision will develop. Immediately, everything doesn't happen. As soon as we came out of the mother's this thing, boom, did we start integration of sin x is equal to minus cosine x? No, we're not even speaking anything properly. Just slowly we progress. Everything will happen. Have patience also. All the things you expect positive will happen. You will become pure devotee in this very life. Prabhupada said na, that you all are in your 20s, supposing you live up to 70, 50 years are good enough. Just 50 years. Already have completed 30 years. 1996 till now. So, isn't it? You will also complete. 30 years later, you will also say, I also completed 30 years. And if I'm alive, I'll say, yeah, I completed 60 years. Don't worry. What is the problem? There's no difficulty. The only problem in this world is lack of Krishna consciousness. So be with the devotees. Devotees are all Krishna conscious. Is that okay? You are not. You are having some problem. Don't listen to your mind. Just neglect it. Read 6.5, 6, 7. Prabhupada's purpose. Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada says neglect. Neglect the mind. Just like now I'm giving class, some child comes and he's pinching me. Now hey, so he'll be very happy. Wow, Swamiji is disturbed. So he'll pinch more. But if I just don't do anything and just neglect, little pain will be there, I tolerate. And neglect. After some time, child will think, what is this? No fun. This fellow is. So he'll come and pinch you then. And you are very disturbed, he'll be very happy. He'll keep pinching you. So just neglect your mind. Then it goes away. And control the mind then. Because after some time again mind will be troubling you. So control the mind by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Just like itching happens, itching comes in the body. Don't scratch it. Temporary relief is there. After some time, itching comes with much more aggravation. Then it will become troublesome. Your skin will be come out and blood will come. So one thing, don't scratch, tolerate. Second is apply some ointment, some kind of cream, something which will remove the itching and all that. Then you will be healthy again. Don't listen to mind. Mind should be neglected. There are many things, tips given in the Vedic literatures, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. But chanting is the most effective way of controlling the mind. Manastrayate iti mantraha. Yes, any other? Kirti Gopal behind.
When you see some senior devotees, they will be taking prasadam on their road.
They are taking prasadam?
Different place, and they are bored. That time we offer vehicles.
By the side of the road. Don't pay on the road. And a car will come and make you offer prostrated obeisances for all time to come. And the advanced devotee will start crying. We lost one devotee. He really surrendered his life only. And he will experience next life, reincarnation. So that is not required. Prasadam time also, in the, I can say Hare Krishna like that. No need to pay full obeisances. After he washes hand and all, then we can pay obeisances. Yes. Hare Krishna.
Yes. And you see some devotees from material world friends,
Material world.
like my colleagues, friends. So always I will be in the platform of judging and anything is.
You are judge, huh? You did law? How you became judge? Somebody is paying you for being judge. Then how come? Free of charge. That means you are not having enough engagement. You should meet our Danya Gopal bro. He has unlimited engagements. Every day he goes 20 kilometers around Tirupati for Harinam Sankirtan. If you go with him, then judging will be forgotten. Then prasad distribution will begin. Harinam distribution. This an empty mind is devil's workshop. Devil's workshop has judging also. Mind should never be empty. There should be 25 hours of engagements for your 24 hours life. So be packed. Don't be judged. You don't get payment also for that. At least those who are there in law court and all, by judge giving judge service, they get monthly several thousand rupees. Free of charge, why should you be judged? Free of charge, you be Sankirtan assistant. Na? He needs, you need, no? Yeah, go with him. And he will give you prasad also. He will not judge you. He will say, come every day. You may say that I have college and all. He will not judge you. He will say, no, come every day. Forget that college. He's absolutely non-judgmental. He wants everyone. He doesn't judge. This person is fit, this person is unfit. Isn't it? Yes. Non-judgmental. All of you are invited. You'll purchase truck only. Bus is already there. That is enough most. If required, we'll have loft on the bus. Second double decker will be. Don't get into all this thing. Have enough engagement reading. Have you read all the books of Prabhupada? Have you memorized all 700 shlokas of Bhagavad Gita? All 18,000 verses of Srimad Bhagavatam? 11,000 plus verses of Chaitanya Charitamrita? So why you judge yourself, na? That you have not memorized. How many shlokas of Bhagavad Gita you know out of 700 shlokas? Huh? 10 is nothing. So do something more. You know 1% or 1.5%, 1.5%. So no. Read, memorize, tell others. Go with him and you can tell those 10 verses. People will say, what is 11th verse? You'll be inspired to read 11th also. Don't waste your time on the judging and all that. It's all empty mind, devilish mind, uncontrolled mind. She cheats you. That's it. Why to be cheated? Already we are cheated for millions of lifetimes. Maya made a fool out of us. Why to allow her to make further fool? Associate with great souls and learn something positive. Cooking you can learn. So many items are there: rice, dal, sabji, chapati, puri, papada. And offer to Krishna and serve the devotees. They will be very pleased. They will bless you. You can learn so many arts are there. 64 arts are there in Krishna book. Krishna learned in Sandipani Muni's ashram. N number of things are there to do. Yes. Any other? Hare Krishna.
Sometimes people commit offenses to single serious. Even if we are normally with us, how can we know he offended? And
He offended you or you offended him? He offended you. You offended him. See, when you disrespect, offense in one word means disrespect. So you know what are the ways we should respect seniors and don't act otherwise, by which it becomes disrespect. By mistake, if happens also, beg forgiveness. Offer Panchang Pranam and say, sorry Prabhu, I saw you but I had not offered you Panchang Pranam. That way I disrespected you. Please forgive me. And I now offer you my Panchang Pranam. Please accept. Vanchakalpadurubhasya krupasindubhyacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavana manava. He'll forgive you. Don't worry. Know all the etiquettes. That's how we have etiquettes classes every morning in our youth centers. But in Warangal, I was there for 7 years. Every day that only. Vaishnava. Only on Sunday we used to have philosophical class. But every morning Vaishnava etiquettes only. I don't know what others understood. I understood everything thoroughly. Because I kept teaching. Batches kept changing and I kept teaching only very extensively. Yes. Any other? Hare Krishna.
While chanting, some unwanted thoughts come. So many times I will try to chant, but unwanted thoughts comes. That time what can I do?
Throughout day, we have to keep ourselves very Krishna conscious and develop a desire to serve Krishna. Then unwanted thoughts will not come. A negative contemplation should not be there. Looking at the girls, watching porn movies, YouTube videos, they're all very dangerous. That will all come during chanting. Because chanting means watching your mind. Mind is only chanting in one sense. So your mind is very dirty. So all bad things will be seen during 2 hours. That's why some boys say, Are you told, sir, by chanting my mind will be controlled? The moment I started chanting, my mind has become all the more uncontrolled. How you said chanting will control the mind? Chanting makes mind more uncontrolled. No, chanting doesn't make. How impure, how uncontrolled your mind is, that is revealed through chanting. So continue chanting, that is one process. And daytime, do not contemplate on something negative. Be with devotees, read scriptures, chant Hare Krishna, perform worship, teach services, etc. And slowly, mind will be under control. Sir, read Bhagavatam, Grantha Bhagavat, Sir, Vyakti Bhagavat. Passion, ignorance will reduce. The unwanted thoughts will not come. Then spiritual thoughts will come. Service related thoughts will come. Oh, I have to purchase rice today. Oh, I have to go for follow. Oh, I have to do this. So that is also to be avoided. Eventually, you will be able to avoid that also. And purely Darshan of Radha Krishna will happen. With closed eyes, you will see Radha Govind. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. When you see Radharani on the right side, Krishna on the left side. So you will be able to easily see that. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Radha Kund, Sham Kund, Radha Kund, Sham Kund, Sham Kund, Sham Kund, Radha Kund, Radha Kund, Radha Kund, Sham Kund, Radha Kund, Sham Kund, Sham Kund, Sham Kund, Radha Kund, Radha Kund. NOD Bhagavatam, NOD Bhagavatam, 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 NOD Bhagavatam, NOD Bhagavatam, 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 NOD. NOD is Radharani. NOD is Radharani, Bhagavatam is Krishna. Radharani is on the right side always, and Krishna is on the left side. So when you're chanting not NOD Bhagavatam, chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare. On the Manasa Patal, we have two patals, two screens. Certainly, we have your mobile screen also. But that you have Drushti Patal, like now I'm seeing in my Drushti Patal, all of you are visible, this wall and everything. Whatever my eyes can go, that is all Drushti Patal, screen of my eyes. And then there is Manasa Patal, screen of my mind. If I have closed eyes also, I can, on Manas Patal, screen of my mind, I can see many things. So on your Manasa Patal, with closed eyes, when you're chanting Hare Krishna, you'll have darshan of Radha Krishna. No thought, nothing will come. Only, O Lord, I am yours. Please engage me in your loving service. And then what could be a better service than this? I'm already chanting your holy name, which is non-different from you. When Prabhupada says in 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, 8th verse purport, when a devotee chants Hare Krishna, Krishna and his internal potency are dancing on the tongue of the chanter. What amazing realization. So you will enter in Ras Leela, and Radha Krishna will be dancing and you will be witnessing, eye-witnessing directly. No thoughts. That will come, but currently you just clearly pronounce holy name and try to hear attentively. 27,648 holy names. That is 16 rounds. So all should be pronounced clearly and heard attentively. Yes. Any other? Whenever represents the step-by-step process from Saddha to Prem. Fifth sloka onwards, it is Nishtha. And last three verses about Radha Kund, they are about Bhava and Prem. Yes. Hare Krishna. Not able to remember the point. You start telling others. Whatever you read, 1 hour, 2 hours, you tell others. I read 2 hours today, I'll tell you. And first, nothing will remember. You'll remember nothing. And he will say, yeah, tell me, you read for 2 hours. What you read? Nothing is remembered. Sorry. So first time it will be super flop, failure. Then that day when you read, you will read with much better absorption and concentration. Because morning only you are failure. You could not speak one word also. So your memory will increase. Memory power, retention power will increase. Apart from that, you write down some points in short. Something you write down. So today I did not write anything on my sheet, but something here I wrote. NOD, I asked him NOD book, and 5 points were clear. The shloka I have no, and I have some points to elaborate. But otherwise, we can write down when we read something, like position of Vedic women, position in the Vedic life, Brahminical culture, then how the children should be protected. What is a Rajarshi? Like that, you give themes. Just write few notes. Rajarshi, Vedic women, Brahminical culture, purity, something. And then when somebody comes in front, he says, so, Prabhu, I read 1 hour Prabhupada books, I'll tell you what I read. You can take out the sheet and okay, there is a position of women in the Vedic society. So something you will remember. So speak 1 or 2 lines, whatever you remember from that, what you read. Then purity. So what do you remember? Purity is the force. Brahmanas are famous for purity, pure devotees are pure. Whatever you remember from your reading, like that, these short notes will help you. Prabhupada says remembering means remembering to write down. Like that, you begin in a small way, eventually your memory will increase. You will be able to speak a lot from what you have read. Currently, what is happening? Just like our muscles, how muscles develop? By exercise. If you don't exercise, your muscles will remain as they are. They will become thin also. But you daily exercise, the muscles develop step by step. They don't develop overnight. In 1 month, 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, your muscles will develop nicely because you exercise. You lift weights, so muscles will develop. You don't lift weight, you only lift your mobile. Muscles will never develop. Muscles will be contracted because you're always holding mobile like this or like this. Muscles are not exercised. So likewise. Yes. Dharma rakshati rakshata. By preaching dharma, what you read, you will be protected slowly, slowly. Krishna will increase your retention power, your memory power. Like you see how I am able to quote many shlokas. Why? Because I speak. And while speaking, in the beginning, I will get stuck also. Just like you said, sometimes I could not remember the verse. Some part is forgotten. So that is good. So that next, after class, I will go and open. What was that? I could not complete. Understand? I'll revise it again. When you give exam, then you understand, oh, some person had not studied properly. Then you'll study again. So likewise. Any other question?
You said that Krishna and Krishna name there is no difference.
Mm.
So how we can understand it?
By chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. It takes time. And Acharya have told, keep chanting and keep hearing about the holy name. Slowly, slowly, it will be clear. Because they are non-different. Whether you understand or don't understand, they are non-different. Yes. Any other? So all are inspired to practice Panchang Bhakti. Whichever you like, or all five you can perform. Choice is yours. But most fundamental is Sadhu Sang. That is required for all other four also. So you are most welcome, especially yourself. You can get your friends later, but first you come. And all others also, who all are not staying with devotees. You are staying alone or you are staying in hostel. Raise your hand. You are there, na? 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, 7 of you. Whoever doesn't have association, you are most welcome. If this is the closest youth center for you, come and stay here. Or if you are staying somewhere else, we have voices in many places. SVU, SVC, and then Polytechnic, and ISER, IIT. So all most welcome. And temple also, if you want. But stay with devotees. And you are having that power, because you are boys. We cannot invite girls like that. I go and I give lectures to girls also, IIT, BHU. But I cannot tell them, come and where will I? Sometimes there are girls centers also, but otherwise not. So boys have a lot of freedom. So utilize your manliness. That is the perfection of male body, to stay with brahmacharis or to stay with youth devotees center and all that, because you have the freedom, because you are in male body. Okay, so thank you all very much for your enthusiastic participation in Bhakti process and in this particular class. Thank you all very much. श्री भक्ति रसामृत सिंधु की जय, श्री रूप गोस्वामी पाद की जय, श्री पंचांग भक्ति की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, हिताय गौर प्रेमानंदी।